One of the most entertaining and star-filled shows ever is finally back as Only Murders in the Building Season 4 is streaming exclusively now on Disney+. Steve Martin, Martin Short and Selena Gomez reunite for a new murder mystery, and this time the victim is even closer to home.
Only Murders in the Building. I'm Charles Hay.
What the hell?
Din Savage. You can just splice that onto the Charles Hay.
Yeah, I'll get out the splicer.
But there's an even bigger twist coming, as we're no longer trying to find the killer inside the trio's gorgeous Manhattan apartment building, because this time we're going to Hollywood. Okay, first and foremost, we have to talk about the greatness that is Steve Martin and Martin Short. If you're a fan of comedy films and comedy television, you absolutely know who these two comedy legends are. They've worked together before on the likes of Father of the Bride and The Three Amigos, and they've also been on a world tour together all over the world. They even came to Ireland to bring their comedy here. They've been working together for decades, and they've been working separately in some of the funniest films that Hollywood has ever produced. And let us not forget, of course, they also worked together on SNL back in the 70s, when people kind of say it was the best it ever was. On top of these two comedy legends, we're getting in some new blood with Selena Gomez, who is one of the hottest young stars in Hollywood these days. Of course, she's got that fantastic singing career, but she has proven to be one of the best younger actors around. We absolutely love the chemistry of these three from the first 3 seasons so far, and we cannot wait to see what they bring to season 4. So just in case you haven't been watching seasons 1 to 3 so far of Only Murders in the Building, I'm not going to give you any spoilers here, but it is fair to say that the title gives away some of the plot details. There are murders, and they are in the building. These 3 characters, they all live together in their apartments in this beautiful Manhattan apartment complex. And for each of the first 3 seasons, there has been a unique murder, each of them kind of tied to each of the 3 characters. They do their own investigations because they're right there basically on the crime scene. But could one of the 3 be the killers themselves? So in the very first season, following the first murder, they decide to launch a podcast, a murder mystery podcast. And in seasons 2 and 3, the podcast proves to get even more popular, which ties directly into the events of season 4. The guest list to date has been massively impressive, including Meryl Streep, Paul Rudd, Cara Delevingne, Divine Joy Randolph, Tina Fey, Nathan Lane, Jane Lynch, Amy Schumer, Matthew Broderick, and Sting. So now let's get on to season 4. Again, no spoilers here, but as you can probably tell, there's been another murder in the building. The podcast has been picked up massively everywhere. It is a huge worldwide hit. And off the back of that, Hollywood has come knocking, and they want to turn the podcast into a huge Hollywood production. So when they get to Hollywood, the Central Trio realize that there's actually some very famous actors that are going to be playing their characters in the movie version of their podcast. Alongside this, they're trying to solve that brand new murder, but with all the famous people actually trying to help solve the murder as well as a kind of method acting, the Central Trio sort of go on the run, sort of go into hiding, and end up at a place that nobody would expect them to go to. So here is who you can expect in terms of Hollywood doppelgangers in Only Murders Season 4. Desperate Housewives star Eva Longoria will be portraying Selena Gomez's character. Schitt's Creek dad Eugene Levy is starring as Steve Martin's character, while the Hangover actor Zach Galifianakis will be playing Martin Short's character. Meryl Streep, the best actor ever, multiple Oscar winner Meryl Streep, will be returning as her actor character from season 3. But since this season is set in Hollywood, there are even more hugely famous stars joining the guest list, and they include Molly Shannon, Kumail Nanjiani, Richard Kind, and Melissa McCarthy. Melissa McCarthy, legitimately one of the funniest actors around today, is playing Steve Martin's sister. It's just, it's a match made in heaven. Plus, as if all that wasn't enough, there might be even a few more surprises in store throughout the episodes.
I'm Eugene Levy.
I'm Eva Longoria.
Oliver, this is Zach Gallifrey.
Oh, yes, Zach Gallifragilistic, of course. I see what you're doing.
I happen to have started the second highest grossing comedy of all time.
Are you the little boy from Home Alone? What have they done to you?
Okay, I don't know how else I can sell this to you. We've got some of the best actors in the world, some of the funniest people in the world, a murder mystery podcast being turned into a murder mystery movie told through the medium of a murder mystery television show. Guys, it's an absolute must watch.
We'll take it from here.
Oh, yeah, you think you got this?
We're not children. And can you open this Snick Snack? My assistant's not here.
Season 4 of Only Murders in the Building is streaming exclusively right now on Disney+.
Only Murders in the Building. New season now streaming exclusively on Disney+.